Hey friends, welcome back to Heavenly Hills Homestead, and today I've got an Azure haul for you, so let me show you what we got. Alright, so if you're not familiar with Azure Standard is a bulk food co-op. They have a lot of great organic options and you can get bulk prices, so cheaper than if you were just to get at your grocery store. They also have more things than I can get at my just small little grocery store here in North Idaho. So certain specialty items that we just can't find in our grocery store, often we can find it at Azure, and we can usually find it at a better price. And you don't have to buy everything in bulk, but you can, and you save money when you do. So we enjoy Azure. It's been a while since I've done an Azure order. It's just been a weird year, but we're glad to get this Azure order. I spent just over $500 with this Azure order, and you can see that we got a ton of stuff. The cool thing about Azure is that you save on shipping because it comes in a big truck, and everybody in your area that's doing an Azure order, all their stuff will come on the same day. Hi, sweetie. Want to come sit?
What doing?
We're going over our Azure order. We got lots of stuff. Yeah. So let's start by showing you what's up front first. You can see I've got some seasonings and spices here, all in bulk. This is 1 pound of parsley. It's a lot of parsley. It's something that's going to be good for a long time, and I can sprinkle parsley in a little bit of everything. So yes, this isn't a huge bag of parsley, but we will use it up, and it's better than having to buy little bits here and there. So that'll be great to have some parsley. I have some taco seasoning here. This is my first time trying the Azure taco seasoning. Normally I like to make my own, but if I were to make my own right now, I'd have to buy all the ingredients for it, and I was not wanting to do that, so I decided, okay, this time we'll try just the Azure pre-mixed taco seasoning, see if we like it. I will eventually get all the ingredients, all the bulk spices to make my own again, but this is just a convenience item for me. It's a little bit healthier than a grocery store-bought taco seasoning. So we got some taco seasoning, got some cumin, got an Italian seasoning. I also usually blend up my own Italian seasoning, but again, didn't have everything on hand and didn't want to get all the things that I was missing, so I just got this pre-blended. This one's great because it's literally just spices. I do think the taco seasoning does have a little bit of sunflower oil in it, so the rest of it, the ingredients look good, but it's not perfect. It's not exactly what I would make at home, but it'll do. This is just herbs though. And then I got a bunch of oregano. We do go through a bunch of oregano. That is something that I use in my Italian seasoning mix, but I don't. Sometimes I have recipes that I just use oregano for and not Italian seasoning, so there's both. Also over here, I did get some beeswax candles. I've wanted for a long time to start burning beeswax candles. We don't really do candles or scented things here unless it's with our own essential oils, but we wanted to try these beeswax candles, so I got a pack of those. I have mini baking cups. I've got one of those mini muffin tins, but I haven't had the cups for it, so this is the If You Care brand, and it's bleach free, so it's a great brand. I did get a dish drying mat. I've needed one. And great thing about Azure, they don't just carry food, they carry a lot of other stuff too. And this was, I think, like $6, so it was nice and cheap, and it would just come in my Azure order. I didn't have to search all over town, because sometimes you just can't find things in my little town. I mean, we live in a really small town with like, I think, not even 1,000 people in it. So, and we live outside of town, like way outside of town. So we can't always find things at the Ace Hardware and the Family Dollar that we have in town. And I didn't want to drive all the way to Walmart or something. So I got one of these. I did get some Epsom salt. I usually keep Epsom salt in bulk. This is just a smaller bag. I think it's a 5 pound. Yeah, it's a 5 pound bag. We use these in baths a lot, so I stocked up on some of that. And then behind that, pink Himalayan salt. Hey, sweetie, don't open those. We're gonna keep those for when we make like muffins or something later. I decided to try out, this is the Thousand Hills grass-fed beef, uncured, hickory smoked beef hot dogs. Azure was having a sale on these, and I wanted to try this brand, so we got 4 packs of these hot dogs. We raise all, I guess I can't say all of our own meat, but pretty much all of our own meat. We do buy beef from a local farmer whenever we need it. You want those? But when we get our whole cow, we don't get hot dogs with it, so we just get normal cuts of meat. So I do have to buy hot dogs and things. The ingredients are great. It's all grass-fed, regenerative agriculture, it says right here. So I'm excited about trying these. It looked good. So thank you, sweetheart. I have some honey here. This is raspberry blossom honey. We buy our honey in bulk because getting raw honey at our grocery store is obscene. It's like $25 for a quart, and that's just ridiculous. So we got some raw honey here. I've got the maple syrup. This is my first time trying Azure's maple syrup. I was hoping it would come in glass. This is plastic. Oh well, it didn't say on the description, but it is organic, grade A, dark maple syrup. We do like to buy our maple syrup in bulk. I usually do buy a different brand. I can't remember the name of it, like Maple Valley or something like that. I usually get my maple syrup from Azure, but the Azure brand of maple syrup was a little bit cheaper this time, so I decided, we'll try it. It is in plastic, so not my favorite, but oh, thank you, dear. I got some butter. I do like to buy my butter from Azure or sometimes Costco, the grass-fed butter. This is the Rumiano brand. It's salted and it is grass-fed. When you search in Azure for grass-fed butter, this does not come up, but if you look at the label, it does say grass-fed, and it's a European style butter. So we got a bunch of those. She loves butter, so hopefully I get those back. She's a farm kid that would eat butter straight off the stick, and I've seen her do it before. We've got parchment paper, just a 3-pack of this roll. It's the same brand as these baking cups, the If You Care brand, and it's unbleached. It's great for baking. I usually use parchment paper instead of tin foil. Hi, can I have the butter back? There we go. Big helper. So we got 3 of those. I did get some bread loaf pans. I make our own bread here at home, our own sandwich bread. I like to grind my wheat. I usually combine all-purpose flour and home ground wheat. But I've always used glass loaf pans, and one of them broke, so I've been just limping along with one loaf pan. But most of my recipes has 2 loaves, so it's good to have these stainless ones that aren't going to break on me if I drop them. I usually don't get cleaning supplies at Azure. I have bought their dishwasher powder in bulk, the Azure Clean, and it's excellent. Highly recommend it. But I have noticed that as my kids have gotten older, and then just having farm life here, we get stains on our clothes a lot, and it's not always a big deal, but sometimes it happens on nice clothes or brand new clothes, and I usually just don't do any stain remover at all. But Azure Clean had a stain and odor eliminator that's fragrance free, and Azure Clean, they have great ingredients. It's all non-toxic and all that. It even says on the label kid, pet, and earth friendly. So it's a good non-toxic option. I'm excited to try this out and see if it works. I got a stain on a new sweatshirt just yesterday, so we'll use this on it and see if it works. And then this is a bleach alternative powder by Country Save. kind of the same deal. I usually use like a peroxide powder, but wanted to try what they had at Azure, so this is Country Save brand. So yeah, I got that. Hey sweetie, can you sit on the bench? Thank you. We got, let's see, there's 6 of one of our favorite barbecue sauces. We don't use a ton of barbecue sauce. In the past, I have made my own rhubarb barbecue sauce, which is good. It's okay. It's not our favorite though, and we much prefer using all of our rhubarb for homemade rhubarb sauce, not barbecue sauce, but rhubarb sauce. I showed jars of that in my pantry cleanup and tour videos, so I'll link that below so you can see that. But anyways, we don't go through a ton of barbecue sauce. We like this brand. It's the organic Ville brand. It's sweetened with agave, so it's not an unhealthy option. It's a pretty good option. So 6 jars of that. I did get some pumpkin puree. We don't go through a ton. We didn't grow any pumpkins this year, so 3 cans of that to get us through the fall season. I did get some cans of yellow peaches. These are Azure organic, let's see, yellow sliced peaches and fruit juice. So we, here in North Idaho, we don't grow peaches. I have heard that some people can. We don't have any peach trees, and none of the local farms around here have peach trees. So unless I buy in peaches and can them ourselves, which we could do, I didn't do it this year, I can't really do home canned peaches. So I bought some. They're organic, they're in fruit juice instead of high fructose corn syrup or any of those things. So we got some of those. That'll be great in the winter for when we don't have as much fresh fruit around, and with breakfast, lunches, snacks, or whatever. So peaches. And then I did get some, these are the Muir, I think that's how you say it, M-U-I-R, Glen organic. They're crushed, fire roasted tomatoes in big cans. So again, if you've heard me talk about it, here in North Idaho where we live, I mean, we're up in almost the tippy top of the panhandle in Idaho. We have a very short grow season. I don't have a greenhouse or a hoop house or anything like that. So my tomatoes are so-so. We don't get a lot of them. So I do have to buy some of my tomato products already canned, or I could buy tomatoes and can them myself. I just kind of, for right now, get the pre-canned stuff. This is a pretty good brand. It's organic. The fire roasted adds a great flavor to whatever you're using it for. So that's a great buy. There's 12 of those, 12 of the peaches, 3 of the pumpkin. I did get some yellow mustard, just the Azure organic yellow mustard, 3 of those, and some ketchup. I haven't made my own ketchup before. I've heard it's pretty easy, but you do go through a lot of tomato in there, and we don't have enough tomatoes to make our own ketchup. But this is a organic. It's low sugar. Yeah, there's only 3 grams of sugar, so it's not. It's a pretty good brand. It's not perfect, but it's within our budget, and it's a good brand. We like it. So it's just a natural value organic ketchup. And then behind here, I don't know if you can see, we got pears. We do have a pear tree here on the homestead, only one though, and before we moved here, none of the fruit trees that we have here were taken care of very well. So we've been working on kind of bringing them back to life so we can get bigger fruit, better fruit from the trees. I did get pears this year, but not very many, and they're pretty small. So Azure was having a sale on their pears. We love canned pears, so we got a bunch of pears. If you've never ordered produce from Azure before, I have yet to be disappointed. These pears look great. I mean, there's some spots in them, but they're just going to be canned. They are perfect for fresh eating, still firm, not too squishy. I have yet to be disappointed with Azure produce. When I first ordered Azure, I was a little bit nervous to order produce from them because I was thinking, gosh, it's being shipped from Oregon. It's a long truck ride. I don't know what I'm getting. It's not like I can return it. It's not like I can pick out the good stuff, but they have always had perfect or darn near perfect produce whenever I have gotten produce from Azure. So we got a bunch of pears. I think this is a 20-pound box, so we'll can those up.
Let's let it wet.
Sliced canned pears, that'll be perfect. Over on this other side, I have I think it's a 25 pounds of organic Azure brand all-purpose flour, unbleached. I have a 25-pound bag of organic oats. We go through a lot of oatmeal, a lot of flour, obviously baking all of our own bread, but a lot of oatmeal too. I store those in my 5-gallon buckets, my food grade 5-gallon buckets with the Gamma Seal lids. Again, you'll see those in my pantry video that I'll have linked below. To keep any bugs or moisture or anything like that out. It's great to buy it in bulk if you can, because then you're not having to run to the store as often. You can get a better price, and in my case, you get a better price for good organic stuff. And then lastly, I have a 25-pound bag of hard white wheat, again for my own grain mill. I just have a grain mill that attaches to my KitchenAid. I think it's a Mock Mill brand. I'll show you guys in some video sometime. But yeah, this is what we got from Azure Standard. It is a great way to buy. I will link below where you can go shopping at Azure Standard and find a drop near you. They are nationwide now, I believe, so all over the US, and they ship right to your town. I think for some people you can have it shipped to your door, but you're gonna have to pay shipping, and it's pretty exponential to pay for your own shipping. The nice thing about the drops is you drive to town and you get to split the shipping with everybody else who ordered in your town, and it comes depending on your area. I think my drop happens twice a month, so kind of every other week, pretty frequently. I know some areas it's not quite that often, which is fine, but you can plan ahead, buy in bulk, buy whatever you need, and they have just really great stuff. So I highly recommend Azure Standard. We love buying in bulk there. I hope that you check it out and that you like it too. I would love to hear in the comment section below what you like ordering from Azure Standard if you've ordered before. Maybe you're ordering something that I haven't ordered before and I'd like to try out. They have some great products, so leave us a like and subscribe for more homestead, mothering, and natural living content. And until next time, welcome to the homestead.